Hello and welcome to From the Depths. This is going to be a quick tutorial on how to make a boat that is sort of fine and it floats and you can put a gun on it and it sort of makes sense. So first thing I'm going to do is just clear everything here and press B. I'm going to get into building mode. Now instead of building my own hull, I'm going to use a prefabbed hull. 1 minute when I work out where the hulls are. Is it under blueprints? It's under blueprints. Yeah, we're just going to use a hull, metal dreadnought hull, metal and alloy hull. This kind of is a, well, that's like 11 long. That's, you know what, we'll do the smaller one. You have this, and we're just going to spawn it in there. So this is our hull. It's actually a really nice looking hull. I don't normally use the prefab hulls. It's just the video is going to be super awesomely mega long if it's me building a whole, well, hull. No idea why it's made of stone in the middle. That seems pretty piss poor shipbuilding ideas, you know, making your ship out of stone, but whatever. Oh, yeah, if you press B, sorry, I pressed B twice and Rambot, our little guy, fell to the bottom of the sea. He's fine, he can jump. He can swim so good, he leaps out like a dolphin. So this is actually quite good, I guess. It floats, right? It floats, it sits in the sea. It floats, it's a bit rocky, but it floats. Right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put we need an engine. I'm going to put the engine in the front. This might not be a good idea if you're actually playing the game properly, but we need an engine. So if I am a bit too quick, feel free to rewatch the video again, slow it down, have a little look. We're going to go for a steam engine. To go for a steam engine, we need a small boiler. We're going to need a steam controller. And we're going to need some piping, a gearbox, and some other random bollocks inside the gearbox sub-menu, but our inventory is only so big. So, right. Boom, 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 boom. You'll see it's going to be angry. It's also... apparently it's red. That doesn't help. Boom, boom, boom. It's going to turn red again. Wait, what? Be not red. There we go. Okay, yeah, the colours in this game are a bit strange. Yeah, the small boilers are going to be angry at us because we haven't put a steam controller. Steam controller is this guy. Yay, we have the ability to have steam. And if we put a steam piping on there, we got steam piping, didn't we? If we had resources, so this burns resources, turns it into steam. If we had resources, we don't have any on our ship right now. Steam would be flying out of this thing, and it'd be awesome. We don't have resources. The reason we don't, I'm going to put resources on in a minute. I just don't want steam going everywhere because that kind of sucks. So we're going to need a gearbox. A gearbox is what you attach cranks to. These guys. The more of them you have, the more like torque it makes, and like the less like efficient it is. Put a little wheel on there. That's our little flywheel. Pistons. These kind of plug into the cranks. You have to put them one block away because they're 2 blocks wide, so they sit like that. And steam comes from the back and goes into the top. We're going to have 4 pistons. So if we just go back. Oh, hello. Let's click the button properly. Steam piping. So we're going to need this guy, just the normal straight pipe. Probably going to need a corner, some kind of splitter as well, and, you know, might need other ones. So we're going to come out of the boiler. Boom, going round. Let's take a corner. Alright, so we're going to have this T-junction. And we're actually going to do that. So steam comes in from the back, and waste steam comes out the top. So what we're going to do is we're going to be cheeky, and we're going to get all our waste steam. We're going to nibble it. We're going to munch it all up, and take it the right way round. 1 second. I need something that looks like this, and then we're going to go like like that. And then this is going to go down. And then we're going to get like one of these. Like that. And then we're going to go one of those. So this is actually really efficient because we're using the waste steam to power the other two engines, and that kind of works out. The maths is roughly right for that. So we have no engine power, and the reason we have no engine power is because we have no resources to burn. So let's put some resources in there. I'm just going to put like, oh, the engines start kicking up. Look at that. Look how much engine power that is. Just a little bit of steam. Oh, good lord, that's a lot more engine power than I thought. Wow. Okay, that's a lot of engine power. I'm going to press F5 to give infinite resources in creative mode. That just means we don't have to worry about running out of resources and then wondering why our ship is sinking because there's nothing to burn. Wow, that's a lot of engine. That's a very happy little steam engine. And it's, it's decent. It's kind of big, but whatever, it works. Now we're going to need some propellers on the boat to go forwards. That's how it works. We're also going to need some propellers on the boat to make sure it stays up. Now I'm trying to decide if this is the front or back. I guess it's up to your interpretation. I mean, this kind of looks like I don't know. It kind of looks like they've not. It feels like this little bit needs to be cut off. But whatever. Some of the game devs, they made this hull, god diddly damn it, and we're gonna use it. We're gonna get a big propeller. Big propeller isn't gonna. Oh, there you go. Big propeller fits there. It's quite happy to sit there. Now, this is the brand new update from the depths, so things are a little bit different. So when you look at the propeller and you press, oh, excuse me. There you go. You press Q on it. You'll notice it's got automatic and it's also got manual. In any update before this one, it only had manual. It looked like this. Automatic is the game sort of trying to make your life easier, but sometimes it can mess up. So all my propellers are going to be on manual control. Unfortunately, you have to manually set them to manual control. Right, so we're going to go forwards. Boom, we've got forwards. Forwards is good. Now, other than forwards, we actually need some roll control. What I'm going to do is press N and put on the mirror mode. Makes our life a little bit easier. This ship, how low does it sit in the water? Oh, it sinks like a stone. Okay, it sits quite low actually. These guys are going to do roll. It might need some roll up here as well. So manual and roll. I think you can copy this. So this is manual roll, and then if I put this manual paste, it becomes roll. Manual paste, that becomes roll. Manual paste, that becomes roll. So that's roll. Manual roll, copy. So notice, so this one's now going to roll left. Manual roll. This is rolling left, and this one is rolling right. The game does that for you. It's kind of good. Some things are really good. Really quite nice. So yeah, we're gonna roll. Manual roll. So we have roll, and we have the ability to go forwards. But what if the front of our bus? Apparently, I've called this a bus. What if the front of our boat is sinking? Well, I can put a propeller on the front. Automatic control, manual. This is pitch. It defaults to pitch. We want it to be pitch. We're also going to need a propeller on our caboose to tell us that if the boat's butt is too low, that's a technical boat term. It's going to go in pitch. Now you'll notice when we let it go, not very much happens. These propellers are not spinning. Thrust, nothing. That's because we haven't put a PID on it. So we need to put PID controls. PID is a little control box, one of these guys. We're going to need two. Yep. And what they do is they can monitor where the boat is and make the propellers go so the boat is flat. So our input signal, this is going to be our roll PID. It's going to be listening to roll, and it's going to output to everything we set to be a roll thing. Notice that nothing's happening because the boat is, floating. Right, we actually put the boat in the water, we'll see. Right, it's listening to roll, and it's actually These propellers are now spinning slowly. This is actually really good. Automatically, this PID is actually set quite well. This is fine. So look, it spins, but slightly, to keep us not rolling. Wow, that's a really stable, flat-looking boat. Cool, we're going to need another PID. This one is going to be listening to pitch. And we'll put it on pitch. See that? So yeah, you get that spike when it starts. And yeah, that's fine, actually. So we have this boat. It's completely stationary. If we want to control the boat, we can put a ship's wheel down. It has to be sort of near you. There you go. And now we have engine power. We have a boat. It goes. Oh, wow, it really goes. Wow, that is a nippy boat. And look how stable it is. To prove that the PID is actually doing something, I'm going to delete the PID. And make the boat go. Oh, yeah. Look at that. That is Rockville right there. Put the PID back. I just did Control Z to put the PID back. It saves it. It's quite good. There you go. And that is now stable. Right, so we have a boat. The boat can't turn because we haven't put propellers on it to let it do that. So there's a number of ways we can do that. We could get a rotating block and make it so the back propeller actually turns. That's a little bit advanced because that needs the automated control block. Sorry. So what we're going to do instead is just use propellers. We can pop a rudder on the back and have it be a rudder. I'll show you that. We can just stick a rudder sort of somewhere on the bum of the boat. I feel like that's impacting our propeller in some way, but and look, it turns, and like if we do that and we do that, the boat's turning. It's going. Like it works. The rudder. If you want a rudder, you can use a rudder. I don't like to use rudders because they just, you know, I don't like them. Other people might think rudders are the bee's knees and say, wow, you don't like rudders? Who the hell do you think you are? This is going to be Turner preset. It already knows. It already knows what it's going to be. Manual, Turner. Now, we can turn on the spot. It turns like a barge because, I guess it is a barge. We can put some propellers on the back. Don't let your turning propellers be automatic. They'll be weird and angry. Manual, turning. Oh, okay, yeah, that's automatically. I forgot I had the mirror mode on. I thought I was going to have to like work out where that was. So now, when we rotate... Oh, I pressed L by accident and made the ass of the boat go down. Look at that. We can turn on a dime. This thing just rotates, does its thing. We might have noticed that the boat is sometimes filled with water. This is bad. So what we can do is we get an air. No, sorry, we go into water, get an air pump. Boom. Mischief managed. Now, the air pump is good, but it's not quite happy because, well, we haven't put a roof on it. It can't make a seal. It needs to make a seal. So if we just get some alloy, some grey alloy. How high do our engines go? 1, 2 blocks tall. So we want to make sure we're like 2 blocks tall. So I'm going to press F from here. Oh, I can't do that. It's not happy. Press F from this one. F. There you go. So now we have, you know, a deck, kind of. We have like a lower deck. Put a pump in there. That's quite happy. It does mean that we're going to be sitting above water more because there's now, you know, air in the boat. And as long as our so that this propeller in the bottom is, you know, not hitting the water anymore. Now, to be perfectly honest, it doesn't really matter if you have water in your boat or not. The game doesn't care. You can have it be water in there. It's purely for aesthetics or buoyancy. Alternatively, if you were so inclined, you could put a helium pump in there and really watch the boat go. Yep, that is a boat flying because of one helium pump. That's how powerful they are in this game. Don't make the mistake of using the wrong pump, or you'll have a very strange and unhappy boat. So we've got a boat. It moves. It turns. It's happy. let's put a gun on it. Now, for this tutorial, we're just going to be using the prefab ones, because you don't want to sit here and watch me make a gun. I need a gun. You know what, I'll use one of my prefab guns. No, sorry, sub-objects, I think. Betacram 2. Yeah, makes it okay. I got this little guy. He's a little guy. I'm going to pop it roughly on the center of mass because I don't want to deal with the boat being weird. There we go. Look at this guy. Now, if I want to control this gun, there's two ways I can do it. I can use an AI to do it, or I can grab a fire control computer, pop it next to me, just like the steering wheel. Pop it like there. And now I'll get out of build mode. And you can see I can, like, move this gun around. Now, this thing won't be very happy because we don't have any ammo boxes on the boat, so it won't reload very fast. Also, it oh gosh, the boat is really going. Wow, it's rocking the boat. That's our pitch. Yeah, it's set the boat rocking, so we're gonna just lower the gain on that. There you go. Oh, it's nighttime. Nighttime in this game happens. It serves a purpose. It means cameras don't work very good, but it only lasts like 3 minutes, so yeah, don't worry about that. What we're going to need is resources. We're going to need ammo barrels. Ammo barrels are explosive, so if they get hit by something, they go up in smoke, and like you really don't want that to happen on your boat because like bad things will happen to you. There you go. Ammo. We have ammo. We have a little thing. Let's put an AI on this. Just for simplicity, I'll pop a mainframe down here. Put some connectors on the mainframe. We're gonna have to get some general processing cards. This is AI expansion. I believe the all-in-one local weapons controller is actually built into that turret. So there you go. So this is now controllable by AI, but however the AI cannot see anything because it doesn't have any detection blocks. So we're just gonna put like, I don't know, just going to stick some cameras on it. This is obviously not what you would normally do in the game. You would, you know, properly put your detection on. I'll just stick some cameras on it. We also need to put transmitters on the detection box so they can connect back to our, oh, no, the other ones, receivers. There you go. So this thing can now see. Well, it can see sort of over there and that way. It can kind of see quite well, actually. I'm going to press B in build mode. So out of build mode, I'm in like just, you know, normal mode. We have our little gun. We have a ship. It moves. If I press, it's not N. Is it C? I'm going to put on God mode because I don't want to get shot. Let's summon a baddie. Press X. Summon a marauder. There he is. Right. Oh, he's over there. I swear I summoned him not to be over there. So the gun is actually firing on its own. We're not touching it. The gun's turning on its own as well. Our little ship is being rocked back and forth by the almighty power of this weapon. Its reload time isn't very good. Because the shell is bouncing off the marauder, it's done like 16 damage. It's not very happy. Wow, that literally just bounced off. Right, just for shits and gigs, I'm actually gonna. So you know, if I press B on the cram, I get to edit the cram. I'm gonna delete the cram. Press B on the ship, edit the ship. I have a better turret. This one is a bit bigger. It might actually, you know what, sub-object mode. I think I made like a little, like a one-axis turret. We'll put these guys on it. Now I think these need to be connected to an AI because they're like not. Yeah, the ship is now really lopsided and heavy on one side. Don't worry about that. That's fine. We're gonna get the all-in-one local weapons controller. Don't worry about that. There you go. Yeah, the boat is now very lopsided, but it's still able to work. I wouldn't recommend you do this. Yeah, we're bullying this marauder now. There we go. It is really lopsided. It does not like this. And we're also driving it backwards. So the marauder's going to try and point at us. I think that's how it works. But if we're actually still very quick, relatively speaking. And yeah, there you go. We've made a boat. It's stable. We've then stuck really heavy cannons all on one side, and even though it's lopsided, it still goes. Look at it go. Look at it go. Okay, and that was how to make a boat that sort of works very, very quickly. Thank you very much for watching. I now need to work out how to stop the recording.